This is Simon Lau's Evo Lounge. Today we'll talk about what the job market is like for business students here at BCIT with my friend Justin Yushchenko.
Hi, I'm Justin Yushchenko, and a Bachelor of Accounting student at BCIT.
So, I heard you're on the job hunt right now, so how's it going?
It could be better. Applied to a number of bigger mid-sized firms and got quite a number of interviews. Right now, haven't solidified an offer, but recently actually came up with found a friend who knew of a company that was actively looking for an accounting position. So I think things will turn out.
Do you feel the market has enough jobs to go around, or is it that graduates want jobs of a certain kind or criteria?
Uh, I think, well, most people from my field want a job of a certain criteria. Most are looking to get their designation, the CPA designation, so look to work at big or mid-size public accounting firms, which generally help them to get that designation. But in general, lots of companies are looking for accounting positions, and so the market's there. It's just most students are looking for something particular.
Do you think business graduates tend to gravitate towards certain industries? Because a lot of industries are more, are looking for accountants. So are there certain industries?
I'm not sure about certain industries. Most accounting students try and go into what we call public practice, which is just working at a accounting firm which has clients from various industries rather than working for particular companies in those industries. Various companies may specify in different industries, or at each company you might focus on a certain type of client. But in general, I think most students are not necessarily looking for a specific industry right off the bat.
So let's change the topic. What got you into business to begin with? Is this something you wanted to do, or is it just logical to do this?
It's a bit of both. Throughout high school, I was just good with numbers and math, and when I exited high school, I had no real interest or desire in a very specific career path, and so thought, I'm good with numbers, might as well try accounting. And since then, I've absolutely enjoyed what I've learned and enjoyed the work that I will be doing.
That's pretty lucky. Well, I tried accounting at school too, but then I'm pretty good at math, but then I just couldn't get into accounting. For some weird reason, I always keep forgetting certain variables, and like I miss certain numbers.
Yeah, actually what's surprising is that accounting has very little complex math. Most of accounting is simple addition, subtraction, and multiplication or division. There's not complex calculus or like drastic equations other than what has already been provided, and you can just follow a formula. For maybe like business valuation might have more complex calculations. But general accounting, very little to do with math and more just to do with understanding and just general business topics.
Do you think people generally go into business to make a fortune, or to get into a specific business, or just to make a living?
It just depends on the person. I think lots of people go into business maybe because it seems like a more open career path to go to, that basically anyone can go in, regardless of mathematical ability or any other sort of ability. Although I won't doubt that a lot of people probably do join this profession to make a lot of money, but that's not the only reason people join it.
So people say business, but like there's a lot of different denominations and like things to get into, right? So accounting's a popular one. What about like actually wanting to start your own business, that kind of?
Entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
There are a few programs at BCIT related to entrepreneurship, as well as any other basic business area, marketing, human resources, operations management, any aspect of business. There's some specification. But starting your own business, that's mainly entrepreneurship and is not my focus, and not my expertise.
Mm. What kind of impact do you think climate change will have on your industry?
Climate change, I'm not so sure of. We aren't a general resource intensive field. It's more using data information. Maybe due to climate change, various other companies will arise due to the need, and so there might be more focus or jobs related to that type of industry. But as accounting in a profession, climate change will have very little to do other than maybe a arising or reducing of jobs in a various industry.
So business as usual, you get numbers and you crunch them.
For the most part, maybe accounting isn't all just crunching numbers. There is a bit of a strategy that you can provide a consultation for your clients, and so we might have to provide a consultation about maybe future aspects that climate change might bring about, new regulations in these various industries that our clients might need to know to where to focus their future business prospects on. But yeah.
Because I've already heard by 2030, BC's planning to enforce a whole new set of construction regulations. Like they're gonna force companies to start using like more better insulated windows and like stuff like that. And that's going to cost more, and it's gonna turn construction into. There's gonna be a lot of trouble going along in construction.
Yeah, and so like an example that you brought up is construction. So say people will be required to build with various specific materials that might be more costly. If you can forecast that you might go into loss, or some expenses might carry over from year to year, or some business might just not be worth it. There might be some disclosures companies have to make in their financial statements if they're a public company or otherwise. Yeah, that's a nice example.
Do you expect to change jobs soon? Are you gonna find one job and then quickly change jobs depending on like how fast you get your
Designation?
Yeah, designation. Sorry.
I think lots of people do join these big public companies just to get their designation and then switch jobs to some other company. Right now, I am still on the job hunt, and so I have no idea what the future will bring.
Do you have anything interesting planned so far?
Like regarding my career or just interest?
Yeah, regarding your career, do you see a lot of, do you see certain opportunities that excite you and like jobs that you want to take on or something like that?
Well, from what I've learned in school, I found that one of the more challenging or least liked topics is tax, which everyone needs, and I found I was pretty good at interpreting tax and providing consultation for tax and just understanding it, and so I think I can pursue that career path as a bit of a niche for myself, so that's where I like to focus on, but again, I'm just still looking for a job.
What do you like most about your classes? Like your favorite part?
Favorite part? Most of the students I've come to work with at BCIT have been very determined to succeed. They aren't just here for university's sake to get a degree. They're more focused on pursuing their career. And so it's nice, especially to work with like-minded students that are focused on succeeding in their classes and building up others.
Okay, that's all the questions I have. So thank you for accepting my interview. Good luck. It seems you have your work cut out for you.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
This was Evolution 107.9's Evil Lounge. I'm Simon Lau, signing off.